Hi everyone, and welcome back to Modern Herbalist. So today, as discussed earlier, I'm going to be propagating a few of my sages. That's the Pineapple and Blackcurrant Sage. These, as you can see, so I've prepared these labels already. They're going to go in these pots. That's Salvia elegans and Salvia microphylla, Pineapple and Blackcurrant Sage. As I discussed in an earlier video, these things have been doing really well in the indoor setup. So I'm going to double down on these and try to propagate a few more, okay? So first things first, we're going to create a few cavities in the soil in our pots here, okay? So just very quickly, I'm going to do this just with my hands. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Soil is actually quite dry, so we're going to have to give it a bit of a water when we put the cuttings inside. Okay, so now we're just going to take some cuttings and we're going to take softwood, meaning green growth. Okay, we're not going to take from the browned woody parts, okay? Because the softwood will have the best chances of putting out new growth, okay? And often what it's best to do is to take a stem with a few leaves towards the bottom and remove those, because new roots can grow from the leaf nodes. So I have eyed a nice bit over here. As you can see, if we zoom in a little bit, as you can see over here, there's actually a stem. There's a stem which is quite long and firm and green, but it has these two leaf nodes down here, which I can remove, and I'll place this into the pot, okay? So I'm just going to take a cutting from here. As you can see, I got a phone stand now, so that's good, isn't it? So I'm just going to take a cutting here, like this, okay? And I'm going to just immediately put this in here, okay? But first, remove the lowest leaves, okay? Just like this. And we're going to put this into the soil here. Pretty straightforward, right? Need to compact it nicely because you do want the thing, if possible, to stand up by itself. You can give it some support, but if possible, you want it to be able to stand up by itself, okay? So I'm just trying to compact this really firmly. We also don't want it to be too dense, because you want the soil to have good drainage. You want water to be able to drain out to prevent root rot, okay? But that should be okay, hopefully. Actually, let me try to compact this just a little bit more. Because I really do want this to be nice and firm, okay? So I'm now just going to give it a little water, not too much. That will slightly compactify the soil as well. Just a little bit, because this soil was very dry actually. Okay, and I'm going to give it a little mist. Okay. So to me, this still, it looks a little bit unstable actually. I would like to get this even more even more compact, frankly. I'm going to take some from around the edges. Just breaking up some of these clumps. Okay, so we'll see how this gets on. Just going to give it the label, Pineapple Sage, okay? So again, this will be experiment 1. With these cuttings, it's really 50-50. A lot of them will just die. But we'll see what comes of this, okay? So we're also going to try with the Blackcurrant Sage. So if I move this over here, again, I can see a nice stem in this one. Okay, so I'm just going to remove again the bottom leaves. And I'm going to put this in here. This actually goes a bit deeper, so it might be a bit more stable. Just from the look of this, I think this should actually be more stable, honestly. So you want to give it enough depth so that when you put the soil back, your plant is going to be very stable. Okay. So that's not too bad. Again, a little water. And a brief mist. Okay, while I'm here, I'm actually just going to mist these other plants. Okay, so there we go, and we will have to see how these get on, okay? No guarantees, honestly. As I say, it's very much 50-50 with these kinds of cuttings, but we shall see. And again, this is in the indoor setup, which the sages have been really liking with these LEDs. So this is the setup, and we'll see how they come along, all right? And I will see you next time.